Good evening and welcome to the Perry Meridian High School performance of Alternate Adventures, a new virtual musical. In this virtual presentation format, all performers today are delivering lines live. However, for the sake of creating synchronized sound, the musical numbers for this show were pre-recorded by these performers who will be acting live with their own recorded singing voices. Since this is a new and unfamiliar show, you will want to pay close attention to the storyline because you, the collective audience, are the main character in the show. The story of the musical is your adventure, and your ideas will contribute to the performance. At various points during the show, a poll box or a voting box will pop up on your screen, like the box that you should see in front of you right now. You will select an answer from the options, and in some cases, like with this question, you also have the ability to type additional responses in the chat box if you want. When the results are shown, the actors will respond accordingly. You may answer this question anytime in the next few minutes. And again, I would strongly encourage people to type answers in the chat box as well, particularly for questions like this that are open-ended. If during the performance today you have difficulties with Zoom, type a chat message and the show manager will attempt to assist you. But please be aware, we have no control over how the internet speed or connectivity issues may affect your reception of the broadcast. You also have the option of watching this performance on YouTube Live. It is actually being streamed right now by selecting the link in your chat box, which is close to the top of the chat box. If you have problems during the show with viewing the show the way that you would like, that might be a good option for seeing it exactly the way it was intended. You may still vote in the Zoom call. Today's performance is expected to last 90 minutes with one 10-minute intermission. During intermission, program information will appear on your screen, including cast, crew, and staff bios. The program information will also be available as a link in your chat box that I will include at intermission. I am now going to end this poll. If you enjoyed today's show, please invite others to attend and be aware that the performance that you see today, because the audience influences the choices, will look different the next time the show is performed. We have 2 more performances next week, one on Saturday and then a Monday, a week from today. Login information is available at www.perrymusicals.com. And now, please enjoy Alternate Adventures.
Oh, well, hello and welcome. You. Yes, I'm talking to you there on the other side of the screen. You must be here to participate in alternate adventures, aren't you? Oh, who am I? Well, if you hippopotamus must ask, we joke here. I am narrator. Oh, here we go. Ends. Narrator. One who narrates. Well, that's useless. Up a little, and here we are. Narrate. To tell or recite a story. To relate the details of an event. So you see, I am your storyteller, your presenter, your tour guide through this supercalifragilisticexpialidocious musical, and I am so ecstatic to have you here. Oh, you didn't know that you're in the story? My friends, it is your story, your quest, your journey. Now, get those window wipers out of your eyes, because I implore you to pay close attention. Because you are the leading character in this show, and your decisions will guide our way. So, let me just explain this to you.
When you read a book and you think that the character's choices are not the best choices, and you say to yourself, what would I do instead? What if I could rewrite the story? If you could listen to a story and pick the path of the story, don't you think that you would make a better choice if only you could give the character your voice? You want to help along this story and guide the leading role to glory. An adventure awaits, and today's your day. Jump on in, buckle up, and we're on our way. At a fork in the path, to the right or the left you choose. Whatever the direction of the story, it's up to you.
So, let me explain how this works. Throughout this story, you will come to several crossroads, points of decisions really, and when that happens, you, my dear audience, will decide what comes next. Take out your cell phone or whatever fancy device you're watching this on and cast your vote. Throw in your suggestions and determine the direction of our story. So, for example,
Hey, Mr. Narrator, we're feeling a little neglected here.
We would feel so much more at ease if you would introduce us, please.
oh, where are my manners? Forgive me, ladies.
You're forgiven, I guess.
May I introduce you to 3 helpful muses to assist you in your decision-making? Musings.
I am Talia, the muse of comedy.
Melpomene, muse of tragedy.
Euterpe, I'm glad to be muse of song and poetry.
In case you didn't notice, she likes to rhyme.
These 3 lovely ladies will help you consider your options when the time comes for you to choose the direction of our story. Plus, they make great backup singers.
Backup singers?
No, I don't think so.
Let me tell you, if you listen to a story, when you go and pick the path of the story, you better make a top-notch choice when you give the characters your voice.
You wanna help the story, oh, you wanna help it into glory. We will aid and guide your way. Give the options you must weigh. If you start to swerve or sway us you,
Even if you make a bad decision,
it's up to you.
All right, ladies, you've proven your point, not backup singers. So, as I was saying, well, singing, I'm sure you can think of a time when you've read a story or perhaps watched a movie and you wanted to say to the characters, "What are you doing? Are you crazy? Did you not pick up on all the foreshadowing clues of impending doom?" For example,
Tests of the D'Urbervilles, Frankenstein, Romeo and Juliet, Jekyll and Hyde, and Wuthering Heights. Dude, I am the muse of tragedy. I should be creating this list.
Frankenstein's creation mess.
What was he thinking?
Romeo and Juliet.
Some poison drinking. Orpheus.
No, don't look back.
Don Quixote.
Windmill smack.
Gatsby.
Daisy's not returning.
Jekyll.
All the grief you're earning.
What were they thinking? Oh, if you could listen to a story and take a pathway of a story, don't you think that you would make a better choice?
If only you could get the characters your voice.
Now we want to hear your voice.
As you listen to your story, this music always shall be glory. An adventure awaits until it's certain. The morning bubble up and we're on our way. At a fork in the path, to the right, to the left, you choose. Whatever the direction of the story, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
it's up to you. So, your story begins. After years of living in the same home, you are getting ready to move away. As usual, you are listening to some generic pop song while you work.
Generic pop, pop, generic pop, 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 generic pop, pop, bubblegum pop, generic pop, pop, generic pop, 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 generic pop, pop, bubblegum pop. Something about love, something about feelings, blah 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 heart, that blah 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 Porto. Ooh baby, 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 yeah. Generic pop, pop, generic pop, 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 generic pop, pop, bubblegum pop. Oh.
So, as I was saying, you have spent the entire day cleaning and packing up boxes in your bedroom, and the job is almost complete. There is only one more box of random items to tape up. You look into the box and pull out an old music box. Oh yes, you remember this music box. It used to sit on your bedroom desk when you were a child. Oh, you love that tune. What else is in this box? It appears some old posters.
The pirate bandits. Wow, real cool.
Some old elementary school art projects.
Oh my, oh me. That's cute as can be.
No, that's tragic.
Old photos from family vacations. And a love note you wrote to that one kid in the 6th grade, but never quite sent.
I appreciate the lack of frills, but we may need to work on your poetry skills.
Finally, you see a large stack of paperbacks, notebooks, and journals. There are a lot of memories in this box, but nothing useful. You loosely tape up the box. It's probably not worth keeping anyways. Maybe you'll just toss it out when you lock up the house. Whoa, it's a heavy one though. Be careful, be careful.
Whoa, watch it, watch it.
Right here.
Yikes. That door jamb has always been a tripping hazard. Ugh. Cheap off-brand tape. Well, that didn't hold. Never mind. You pack up the box once more, carry it outside, and set it down and begin to lock up the house. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a flash of a blue figure runs by, snatches at the box, and takes off. And you had just put your new cell phone on top of that box.
Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run.
You just bought that cell phone last week. You have to go after it. You chase the blue figure down several streets, and just when you think you've lost him, you catch a glimpse of a blue jacket dart down a dark and narrow alley. Huh, an alley. You've never noticed that before in your neighborhood. You go down the alley and find a dead end with no sign of the thief, but instead, a jukebox? What in the world? As you look at that strange jukebox, it appears you only have 2 song options, and neither appear to be Billboard Top 100 hits. Ahoy from the Syrup Seas or Backwards Bandits. What will you do?
What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? You have 2 options in front of you. What will you do? And not a moment to lose. What will you do? What will you do? And now you must determine. What will you do? Which option to choose? The clock is ticking before your eyes, and time is up before you realize. You must decide. You must be wise. Think now. What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? What will you do?
And despite not knowing how this jukebox will help you find who just took your phone, you select Backwards Bandits. You press the button on the jukebox and it suddenly lights up. You feel a strange tingling sensation run down your entire body. Your head begins to spin. The world seems to be disappearing before your eyes. And suddenly, somehow you seem to be in a dark cave, and the jukebox is nowhere in sight.
Hello? Hello?
You hear a small voice and see a small bright light. You walk towards it to investigate.
Hello? It's you! I can't believe it! You've come back! Oh, I knew you'd return! I just knew it!
Before you have a chance to explain to this fairy that she could not possibly know you, you hear something in the distance.
Oh no, they're coming! Hurry, hide!
You don't know what's about to happen, but you quickly find a crevice in the cave and hide in it.
Go away, bandits! Go away, bandits!
Go away!
Go away!
Get out of
One out of here.
Goodbye, my fellow bandits, and go away!
Go away.
Yeah,
Go away!
Get lost.
Get on out of here, man. Shucks.
Bandits, a new task awaits us today.
What is it this time, Black Willow? Gold? Jewels? Fine china?
Today, my friends, we deal with silver.
Ooh, shiny.
So, you all know the plan?
We forgot.
Yeah, I don't even know what they
Yeah, tell us again.
Well,
Can you tell
the
me?
truth is, my bandits, I'm not exactly sure. We've been stuck here for so long, it's been very confusing. I've been trying to remind myself every day of what we're doing here. But I know that we have a huge pile of treasures, and I have memory of a plan involving a wagon coming this way. So, The only logical explanation is that.
Tell us in a song.
Now a wagon comes riding, riding, riding. Nearby we'll be in hiding, hiding, hiding. With our horse interlocking, locking, locking. Soon the wagon we're blocking, blocking, blocking. With great authority, I call to those inside that we have superiority that cannot be denied. Then we take out our silver and put it in their pot, and they know they have met the backward bandits of this land.
Yes, they know they have met the backward bandits of this land.
They call us backwards bandits, but we don't know why. Although we don't understand it, we never deny our identity. When you see us a-coming, coming, coming, don't you bother a-running, running, running. We'll be faster, of course, course, course. When we carry our horse, horse, horse. Some people give us strange glances as we pass, but we know we don't need to take any of their sass. We just grab all our gemstones and hide them in their boots. And they know that we bested them by giving them our loot.
Yes, they know that we bested them by giving them our loot.
They call us backwards bandits, but we don't know why. Although we don't understand it, we never deny our identity.
We want to travel, but we constantly seem to be running in circles and going nowheres. Every time we start up to a new location, we end up back here again. But if we could go elsewhere, so many wonders we'd like to see, like Ireland. We could play rugby.
Yes, Ireland, where we can play rugby.
Oh, the things we would like to view, like the Grand Canyon where we could lose a shoe.
Yes, the Grand Canyon where we could lose a shoe.
And oh, the treasures we'd like to find, like at PMHS where we could get the guitar Mr. Tatum has signed.
Yes.
Yes,
Black Willow, what happened to us? Also, why does the town call us the Backwards Bandits?
Alas, my bandit brother, I do not know.
They tell us we're wonky for carrying our donkey.
They say we're low bred, wearing shoes on our head.
They call us all loopy for chewing our soupy. They tell us we're clowns when we sleep upside down.
They call our brains dinky for twiddling our pinkies.
Don't say we're demented when we're discontented, being backwards bandits, but we don't know why. Although we don't understand it, we never deny our identity. Backwards bandits, but we don't know why. Although we don't understand it, we never deny our identity.
Brothers, as you know, this morning, a blue one arrived like a flash. We found him hiding behind our gold pile, probably trying to bring us more jewels.
Boo.
Oh, man.
Boo.
Well, did we catch him?
Alas, he escaped as quickly as he arrived. We couldn't even force him to take a coin. But he left behind a glowing box of music.
Ooh, let's give it away.
No, my fellow bandit, I don't think we should give away this treasure. It may be our only hope of escaping this monotony. If only we could learn how to use it.
Hey, Black Willow, someone is hiding over there.
Uh-oh, I think you've been spotted. Before you have the chance to run, the bandits have tied you up.
Still. Stay still. Stop biting. So, you thought you could bring us more gold, Take him to the treasure pile. Then grab a handful of those silver bags and let's go. The wagon is on its way.
Yes, they're gone. The key to my cage is somewhere in that pile of gold. Can you find it?
You undo your very loose bindings, and find the key to unlock the fairy.
Freedom! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! I knew I could count on you. So, what's the plan? What's the quest? What's a new adventure?
You tell her about the thief dressed in blue.
Oh, you mean that blue guy that the bandits were talking about? So you and me, we're going after that blue thief. We're on the hunt. We're on the prowl. Watch out, world, 'cause here we come.
You hesitate.
What? No, come on. You and me, we're partners. We're pals. We're kindred spirits of adventure. We're a team. I need you and you need me.
I was on my own, friendless, hopeless, all alone. What was I supposed to do? Nothing to look forward to then. Suddenly there you were, shining knight, my rescuer. Now we'll never say adieu. What else can I say to you but you'll be my guide? Come what may, I'm by your side. Bridgie and you and me, what a perfect pair that we will be again. Sharing every day with my best friend. Getting in scrapes, fighting crooks, living out adventures like they write in books. And then, as another day is new, another quest we can pursue. Oh, what a life for me and you.
Oh, the adventures we'll have? What do you mean, what kind of adventures?
Mining with the gnomes, swim with mermaids through sea foam, find a treasure in the sand, carry it back home again, and creatures will collide with dragons. Don't look petrified, it's not like this is new to you. Anyways, I'll be there too, 'cause you'll be my guide. Come what may, I'm by your side. Bridget and you and me, what a perfect pair that we will be again. Sharing every day with my best friend. Getting in scrapes, fighting crooks, living out adventures like they write in books. And then, as another day is new, another quest we can pursue. Oh, what a life for me and you. Oh, what a life for me and you. Oh, what a life for me and you.
Wow, that was a lovely song and all. But
What's that fairy doing? Bandits! Backwards bandits!
Follow me. I know where they put that glowing box. This way.
Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run.
you follow the fairy and she leads you down a tunnel into the cave where you see a familiar jukebox sitting.
Right now. Hurry, quick.
You have to decide which song to play, and fast. I mean, really fast. And apparently you weren't fit for the dark and damp cave. You select Sands of Change. You press the button on the jukebox, and here we go again.
Why are you just standing there? Are you crazy? Get out of here!
You hesitate. Shouldn't you find out what's going on? You ask her about the blue thief.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about, but what I do know is that any moment, the same creature that was just released from the ancient burial tomb is gonna come out here and destroy everything in its sight. So if you don't get out of here right now!
Hey, watch it!
It seems that the blue figure has not been here. Or at least he's long gone. Could you stay and investigate some more? What will you do?
Oh, snap.
Just as I feared. Oh, dearie. Oh, dear.
It looks like your time was up.
It appears that you did not make the right decision fast enough, and were finished off by the sand creature. Oh well, musical's over. Have a good night.
See ya.
I'm just messing with you. This isn't a tragic musical.
Too bad.
And anyways, in case you haven't noticed, this is a virtual musical. It's about as much not real life as we can get. Let's rewind, shall we? There we go. Faster. And pause. There we go. Okay, so this time, select Big City Blues. Hit it, muses.
Bill Jensen, Private Eye.
I thought private investigators weren't supposed to have badges.
Yeah, was the prize at the bottom of the cereal box. How can I help you? Andy Littledane.
I'm a fairy. My name's Bridget.
Happy to meet you, sweetheart.
You describe what happened to the detective.
So let me get this straight. A guy dressed in blue takes your box and goes right. Travel through a magical music machine and end up here? Sounds fishy to me.
You saying you don't believe us?
Not quite sure yet. Oh, excuse me for a moment. You might want to step aside.
Why?
There's about to be a burglary.
What? How do you know?
Because it's almost 8 o'clock. That's how. Look, here comes the thief with the purse he just took. I gotta catch him and drag him to the big house, you know what I'm saying?
Someone just stole my purse!
Do not worry, ma'am. I'm on it.
The private eye chases the thief, but suddenly the blue figure appears and grabs the purse.
What? That blue guy just took the purse! Hey, come back, you!
You better go after him.
Background music again, ladies.
Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run.
What? Oh, I have my purse. That little blue person just dropped in my lap. Look, there he goes.
I'll get to the bottom of this. How do you do that?
What? I didn't see.
That blue guy. He just touched that glowing box and disappeared.
Oh, how could you let the blue thief slip through your fingers again? You run to the jukebox. Maybe there's some clue or indication of where the person went.
Wait! Where are you going?
Sorry. I guess we're leaving.
No, you can't go.
Mr. Johnson, thank you for coming to my rescue. Want to grab a bite to eat?
Yeah, not right now, sweetheart. This is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in years.
But well...
Later. Look, I can help. See here. This blue guy dropped something. It looks like a withered up rose. A clue. I'll help you catch the guy.
You look at that flower. It seems important, but what could it mean?
Look, I ain't got any real crimes to solve here. Something I can really dig my teeth into, you know? Please, take me with you.
I thought you had a thief to catch every night.
Exactly. Every night. Every night the same thief comes. Every night the same damsel in distress. Every night I solve the same crime. Then tonight, you, the blue figure, the glowing box. A real mystery.
I don't think we need another traveler. Thank you very much.
You may be a looker, but you sure are a talker too, ain't you? Look, you. I'm the best detective in this whole dang city. You want to catch that blue guy? I'm your man. And I gotta get out of this place.
You really don't have time for this guy's sad story. But then he starts singing.
I think about my life, the good times and the strife, and wonder how I fight through monotony. Each day it's all the same, no varying the game, and I have to complain right here honestly. When I look down the lonely street, all I am feeling is big city blues. And when my life seems incomplete, I can't help feeling big city blues. Oh, I can't wait to move on. Pack my bag so I can be long gone. Then I'll recall the lonely street when I was feeling all those big city blues.
I'm not certain if this to you is news, but this song is not at all the blues.
Shut it with your technicality, sister. I like his style.
And now I have the chance, through random circumstance, no tempting second glance to leave this behind. Please take me from this place, I need a brand new case. Give me the great escape or I'll lose my mind. 'Cause when I look down the lonely street, all I am feeling is big city blues. And when my life feels incomplete, I can't help feeling big city blues. Oh, I can't wait to move on. Pack my bag so I can be long gone. Then I'll recall the lonely street when I was feeling all those big city blues. Oh, I can't wait to move on. so I can be long gone. Then I'll recall the lonely street when I was feeling all those big city blues.
You politely pull out after this guy's sappy song, but you really need to go. You look at the jukebox. 2 new songs to choose from, Ye Old Feast or Garden of Growth. You look at the withered flower, but your stomach starts to rumble. What will you do?
What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? Your belly is rumbling. You really want food, but the voice leads to garden, so we just need to choose. The clock is ticking before your eyes, and time is up before you realize. You must decide, you must be wise. Think now. What will you do? What will you do? What will you do? What will you do?
And you have selected Garden of Growth.
God, I'm game for anything. Let's go.
So you press the button, and well, you know the drill by now. You are standing by the jukebox on the edge of a large forest with a trailhead before you.
Good garden. Where are the flowers?
For a private eye, you're not very observant. Read the sign.
This way. Garden of Growth. 10 miles. 10 miles?
What's the matter? Can't handle a little stroll?
A little short, but it's getting to nightfall, and I'm not about to go walking through some unfamiliar woods in the middle of the night. Plus, I'm starving.
You agree that you are feeling quite hungry.
No problem. We can eat and rest here tonight. I know all about gathering food in a forest. What would you like to eat?
This seems like an option for you, my friend. Oh, wow, split decision.
Tater tots and Thin Mint cookies? Well, back in my fairy village, the plant mint used to grow in that forest and we would eat it all the time. But I've never had a Thin Mint cookie before.
Oh, Thin Mint cookies are delicious. Have you ever tried tater tots though?
No.
Oh, me and my pops used to cook them all the time. He used to tell me, a growing private detective must eat. You're gonna love tater tots. They're my absolute favorite.
All right, so tater tots and Thin Mint cookies. I'll see what I can find. Will, I saw a stream a little ways over there. Get some water.
No problem, Toots.
You, make a fire. Be back soon.
Half hour later, one unsuspecting Girl Scout troop, and then a few potatoes, you are all together again, enjoying a nice meal of Thin Mints and tater tots. Odd flavor combination, but who am I to judge?
Delicious. Wow. When this day started, I never imagined I'd end it here with you two. Sitting by the woods under the stars. My old man can see me now.
Old man?
My pops. My dad. He didn't like me moving to the big city. He wanted me to be a lumberjack like him. Tough, strong, outdoorsy, you know? We had a big argument before I left. He said he'd never speak to me again.
So, why did you go to the big city?
I don't know. I wanted to do something different with my life. I wanted to solve crime, catch bad guys. Thought I would do some good, you know what I'm saying? I always like solving mysteries. But my old man, he kept his word. I haven't seen him in over 6 years.
Gee, that's too bad.
Awkward pause.
So, I know why you're here, but what's your story, kid?
What do you mean?
You know, you're hanging out with a couple of humans. Where are your fairy pals?
Well, Well, I can be friends with whoever I want, and it's none of your business.
Whoa! Touchy! Excuse me for caring.
You all continue to eat the rest of your meal in uncomfortable silence.
Well, I'm gonna tuck in under that tree. See you folks in the morning. Night.
The nerve of that guy! Can you believe him? What's he even doing here anyway? This is our adventure! Ugh, I'm going up to that branch to get some sleep. Holler if you need anything.
You begin to gather up a small pile of leaves and lie down beside the jukebox. You've barely started to drift off when...
No, help me!
What's going on?
Get it away!
Shoot! Shoot! Get out of here, bird! Whoa, whoa. It's just a crow. They don't eat fairies, do they? It's all right. Settle down.
You try to comfort Bridget, but she is still panicked.
Look, kid. Here's my jacket. We'll hang it over that small tree there, and it'll be like a scarecrow. Keep those nasty birds away. What do you think?
You and Will take a moment to set up the scarecrow, but you soon return to Bridget.
There. Is that better?
You asked me my story. Well, I grew up in a wonderful community of fairies. We lived in the most beautiful place. Flowers, honey, sunshine. It was magical. But then one night, a huge flock of crows flew in and all of us fairies scattered. Well, I wasn't paying attention, so I got knocked out into a pile of clover. Well, when I woke up, everything was destroyed and everyone was gone.
Wow. Tough break, kid.
I'm sorry I got so mad at you earlier. It's just, I don't like to talk about it.
But there have to be other fairies around somewhere.
Well, I haven't found any yet. But life's not all that bad. I've had lots of adventures. In the islands, pirate ships, castles, mermaid lagoons. All kinds of places.
I'll bet you miss your fairies.
Yeah, if I could. If I could change things.
I have been to many places and witnessed many things. Fought dragons, battled pirates, met with dukes and queens and kings. I have found a buried treasure filled with gold and diamond rings. But more than that, what I would give, I'd even trade my wings. If I could write my own story, I would be by them, beside my own fairy kind. And if I could change the path before me, I would be near them and hear their sweet jingling voices chime. If I could,
I have solved a lot of mysteries and resolved a lot of crimes. I've studied clues and made the news, caught bad guys loads of times. I've had many more successes than some guys who are in their primes. But more than that, what I would give, my goals for my lifetime. If I could write my own story, I would be by change the path before me. He would be near me and cheer me as my greatest fan. If I could, if I could,
Perhaps I could have saved them from disaster.
Perhaps I could have stayed and made him proud. Perhaps it would have been the same. No use now assigning blame, but still I will.
If I could write my own story, I would now meet them and greet them, my fairy kind. And if I could change the path before me, I would be
Near, and he would cheer and be my greatest fan.
If I could.
If I could. I would.
Well, kid, after we catch this blue guy, I'll help you find those fairies.
Thanks, Private Eye.
But I think the best thing for all of us is to get a little shut-eye. I'm going to bed. Night all.
Night.
You curl up once again by the jukebox and slowly drift away. But you have a nightmare. You are dreaming of watching a fantastic musical in a grand theater, and it's intermission. You run towards the restroom only to find that the lines for the bathroom are a mile long. You wait in line for 15 minutes, and then you hear that dreaded ding ding, signaling that Act 2 is about to begin.
Oh yes, tragedy!
Whew. Thank goodness this is a virtual musical. One good thing, no restroom lines at intermission.
Oh, it's intermission already?
Time for a pause before more applause.
Sweetie, what are you talking about? It's a virtual musical, there's no applause.
Pause and applause make a nice rhyme, and rhyming is fun to do all of the time.
Let's just break for intermission.
I can't wait to see you all again soon to tell you more story and sing a sweet tune.
Be back in 10, everyone. My bad. We had experienced some technical difficulties right there. Let me try this again. So, I hope that no one got goosebumps from our little break there, and I hope no one got put in a cantankerous mood. If any busybodies left, please call them back in. And remember, we are a public view, so no need to switch to incognito. You can view us from any shape of viewing platform, either trapezoid, circle, square, triangle, whatever. I think it's actually time to get back into the story. So, let's wake up. Good morning.
Rise and shine and you'll feel fine.
Get up.
Waking up can be a real eye-opening experience. Get it? Eye-opening?
Hey, sleepyhead, we're almost ready to go. What should we do about that traveling box?
That's a good question. You decide that since you're just following a trail, you can always find your way back to the jukebox later.
All right, come on. Eat some berries on the way.
You quickly get up and begin your long walk.
So, if we're gonna catch this blue thief, we've got to figure out how he thinks. What does he want? I need to get some more information about it. What do we know so far?
Well, I've never seen him. I've only heard about him. Or her. Or it. We really don't know much at all.
I only got a glimpse of him, but I know he is small and fast.
Well, it seems like he likes to travel. And I think he likes music. He's been using that music box to get from place to place.
But why? What's his motive?
You walk for hours, talking, sharing ideas, stories, dreams, and, well, Muses, give us some character insight.
Sure thing. I love to sing.
Sometimes friendships are born in the unlikeliest of places. Sometimes understanding forms in ways that you would not expect. Different lives, different stories, different sizes and faces, but somehow you connect in ways that have a strong effect.
I call next verse. Finally, another solo.
Sometimes friendships are made when commonalities are found. Other times a friend stays in your life and you do not know why. Oh, a monkey's your friend 'cause he's always hanging around. And a mushroom makes a great friend 'cause he's a real fun guy.
Okay, get it? Fun guy? A mushroom is a fun guy.
Dependable, commendable, and faithful to the end. Friendship. Calculators make great friends 'cause you can really count on them.
But your puns are ruining the sweet mood.
Sometimes friendships sneak up on you when they take you by surprise. Sometimes people come into your life and just won't go away. Like when you jump in the ocean and the sea salt stings your eyes, and it leaves them red and itchy even until the next day.
Don't mean really nice, but really, friendships are like itchy eyes.
Through the good times or the bad, you know they're always your ally. Friendship.
Oh, wow. Thanks, ladies, for enhancing the scene like I asked.
Anytime.
Time passes quickly, and before you know it, you've arrived. Before you stands a large garden of roses. A paved pathway in front of you leads to a fountain, and further back, a daunting hedge maze.
The most beautiful place I've ever seen. That sound. You hear that?
It does sound a bit familiar.
Who goes there? I'll get you with my shears, intruders.
I assure you, we are not trying to harm this beautiful place, sir.
Just a few questions, if you please. Have you by chance seen a person matching this description? A small figure about yay high, in a blue outfit. Have you witnessed any such person in the proximity?
Maybe I have, and maybe I haven't. Why should I tell you?
We need to find him.
Is that so? Well, I trust the fairy, but what do I know about you humans? You could be flower smashers or weed planters. My brothers and I have been protecting this magical garden for many years, and we're not about to let some young whippersnappers come in and ruin all of our work.
Plant the path, prep the soil, plant their seed, prune and weed. Here's the garden we grow, it brings life here's where we reap what we sow eventually. Here is the soil that we proud to bring life here is the water they'll grow consequentially.
Plant and we plant and we prune and we plant, plant and we plant and we prune and we plant.
Garden is a magical place to grow. Seeds that are planted here grow at a remarkable rate. For example, see this seed.
Soon it will take its roots, soon we'll enjoy its fruits, for here all the garden provides essentially.
Be careful and protect this garden that grows with everything we have. So you two must leave now. The fairy may stay if she chooses.
You're not ready to go. You think hard. How can you convince the gardener that you are telling the truth? If only you had some piece of evidence or something to show that the blue figure has been here. Do you have anything you can show him?
Now it has taken roots, now we enjoy its fruits, for here all the garden provides essentially. There in the rest of the world they take life there we face heartache and strife potentially. But here in the garden of growth that brings life here's where we reap what we sow eventually. In the garden of growth.
All right, time to leave you two.
Ah, but it's not time to leave. Fortunately, you've remembered the withered rose that the blue figure dropped in the big city. You show it to the gardener.
Where did you find that? All right. I'll tell you what I know. A while ago, I saw a blue figure from a distance walking by the fountain near the rose maze. That's no ordinary rose you are holding. It comes from the hedges inside the enchanted rose maze.
Rose maze?
Yes, it sits over yonder.
Legend has it that the Rose Maze is an endless labyrinth of confusing twists and turns and puzzles.
but hidden somewhere in the labyrinth is the one true magical rose, only to be found by those who are truly worthy. Anyone who touches the rose will be transported to the location of their heart's desires. Of course, it's complete hokum.
How do you know? Have you seen the magic rose?
What? Well, I may be old, but I'm not crazy. I would never step in that maze. Why, the last gardener who did never returned.
Well, do you think maybe that's because he found the rose?
Well, I'm not about to find out. I'm no fool, unlike that blue guy.
So you're saying that the blue thief went into the maze?
That's right, and hasn't come back, just like I'm afraid of. Lost forever.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Gardener.
Oh, I'm always happy to help a fairy.
Wait, you've seen other fairies?
Of course, they live here, over in the woodland area of the garden. The fairies help to give the Garden of Growth its magic. Lovely little creatures.
Oh, I knew I heard something. Fairy chimes! Oh, I can't believe it! I found them!
Oh, not exactly, little miss. I only see them out and about from time to time. It will take some waiting, searching.
I'll wait for years if I need to. I have to stay here. You understand, don't you?
Nod. With a heavy heart, you say goodbye.
I'll never forget you.
Bridget and you and me, saying our goodbyes won't have to be the end. You will always be my bestest friend. Got in some scrapes, fought some crime. We'll have more adventures another time, but till then, as another day is new, another path I must pursue. I won't forget my time with you.
See ya, Toots.
I will. You're the best private eye I've ever known.
I'm the only private eye you've ever known.
True.
That, you take a deep breath and head towards the hedge maze. You walk in front of it. At the start of the maze, there's a plaque that reads, "The rose will grant your heart's desire, but first you must be deft. In the world, you try to right every wrong. In here, try to right every left."
Yeah.
You step into the maze, and you must immediately turn left. But you soon come to a split with 3 options. To the right, the hedges are covered in thorns and thistles. Forward, they are covered in berries. And to the left, they are covered in colorful flowers. What will you do?
What will you do? What will you do? Think, 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 think. What will you do? What will you do? Think, 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 think. What will you do? What will you do? Think, 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 think. What will you do? What will you do? Think, 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 think. What will you do?
Clever. You see past the clever ruse of thorns and thistles, and you turn right. After walking for a long time, there is another turn to the left, and then...
The rose! All right, we found it. So, I'm not sure how this works, but I'll hold your shoulder, and then you touch the thing. Okay?
You agree.
Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Juggling Joe.
Let's go.
Right there.
Oh, and that's my
Candy clown.
I hate clowns.
Why, hello there, you. Couldn't get enough of the House of Fun.
See all the spinning lights, colored shapes up to the heights of the sky. Hear all the laughter and screams and shouts and marching bands passing by. Come to the festival. In this lively festival you will find. Come enter the store. Inside it will dazzle more of your mind. Super silly, whimsically crazy, zany, much insane, swervy, dizzy, curvy, busy place. Welcome to the House of Fun, fun, fun. Stay and play until the day is done, done, done. Here is where you can become the kid again. Remember when imagination could run in the House of Fun. Taste all the sweetest dreams, cotton candy, caramel creams, the delight. Feel all the energy buzzing, extra sensory inside. Super silly, whimsically crazy, zany, much insane, swervy, dizzy, curvy, busy place. Welcome to the House of Fun, fun, fun. Stay and play until the day is done, done, done. Here is where you can become the kid again. Remember when imagination could run. House of Fun. Super silly, whimsically crazy, zany, much insane, swervy, dizzy, curvy, busy, glowing, glitzy, don't get tipsy, like magnetic, psychedelic, kooky, clowny, upsy, downy, springy, spinning, bouncy, funky, winding, binding, much spell binding, eerie noise, sometimes scary, very extraordinary place. The House of Fun, fun, fun. Stay away till the day is done, done, done. Here is where you can become the kid again. Remember when imagination could run in the House of
So come on, no need to provide a ticket. Free of charge for you.
All right, let's do this.
But no, not you in the trench coat, sir.
What?
You will need a ticket.
But I don't have a ticket.
Oh, then you can't come in.
Hold on a sec. Why are the rules different for me?
Not different. If you've been through the funhouse already, then you'll need to provide a ticket.
What are you talking about? Neither of us have been through the funhouse. This doesn't make any sense. Never mind. She's loopy. She must have you mixed up with someone else. I'll see you at the exit.
This is all a little strange, but you are still excited. You used to love funhouses as a child. You stepped through the funhouse doorway. Wait a second. Did you see that? The blue thief. He went into a doorway leading to the next room. You take a deep breath. This is it. You open the door. And you are looking into a mirror. The blue figure it's you. Not as you are now, but childhood you. and you now recognize that blue superhero costume you used to wear to elementary school. It always made you feel so adventurous and brave. Child you takes the jukebox journal and holds it up to the mirror, as if trying to tell you something.
Suddenly you remember your stories.
The stories you wrote as a child.
You've been visiting their stories, stuck in time.
Stories of whimsy.
Stories of intrigue.
Stories of mystery.
Stories inspired by songs you loved.
And by the places you visited.
Stories you love so much that you wrote yourself into them and filled them with your own dreams of adventure.
You wrote those stories and you never finished them.
A journal full of childhood imagination.
Untouched for all these years.
Why did you stop writing? Why did you stop creating? You don't know why, but you know now what you need to do.
I'll help you catch the guy.
You recognize that product. It definitely belongs to the blue thief.
You can't go.
A flashlight leader runs by, snatches at the box, and takes off after being years. You find yourself on the ground where you tripped. The box of items toppled on the floor. Wow, you must have hit your head pretty hard. Or maybe you were just so exhausted from working all day that you just passed out. Either way, you've been having some amazing dreams. You see that the jukebox journal is in your hand. You find a pen in the box and you open the journal. Wow, there are a lot of unfinished stories in here. But you know just where to begin. You start to write.
The New Adventures of William Johnson. Private Eye.
And Bridget the Fairy.
It was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark and stormy night. I just finished my weekly phone calls by good old Pops and was sitting in my office, reading over job applications. You see, I was on the hunt for a partner.
Is this the office of Will Johnson? Private Eye?
Fairy, huh? What's a dame like you doing in the middle of the big city?
I heard you were looking for a new crime-solving partner.
And?
Well, I'm here to apply for the job.
Really?
Yeah, I've had tons of experiences with adventures. And I'm also looking for a partner myself.
What was your most recent adventure?
Well, my fairy village was attacked by these giant monster crows.
Crows, huh?
Yeah, but using my cunning and super speed, I was able to trap them in the vines.
All right. Sit down, Toots. Let's talk. What are your other previous experiences?
Well, I fought pirates and bandits. I even saw a sand creature one time.
No, this is a dangerous job.
Danger!
Why don't you come write a story and leave your character's glory? Be comedy, tragedy, crimes, romance, pick it up, write down your story, chance, bring your hopes and your dreams and imaginings to come true. Whatever the direction of your story, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
It's up to you.